Shalom,
Family watching.
Remnant. Let's talk about something people are asking us every day. Why do some people say Yahweh, others say Jehovah, and others say Yahuah? Let's trace the evidence, and I mean real evidence, so you'll know the truth for yourself. In the ancient Hebrew scriptures, our Creator's name was written with 4 letters only.
That's true.
Yod, Hey, Wow, Hey. That's why many English Bibles write it as YHWH. But here's what most people don't realize. Ancient Hebrew had no written vowels. People knew how to pronounce words because they were taught by memory and tradition.
Exactly.
The letters alone didn't show how the name sounded. After the Babylonian exile, Jewish teachers became very careful. They stopped speaking the name aloud because they feared breaking the command. Thou shalt not take the name of Yahuah thy Elohim in vain.
That's true.
Exodus 27. So instead they started saying Adonai, which means Lord, or Elohim, meaning God. Then around 500 to 900 CE, Jewish scribes called the Masoretes invented a system of dots and dashes called nikud to show vowels. This was meant to help preserve the Hebrew language. But there's a twist. When it came to the name YHWH, the scribes did not add the true vowels. Instead, they put the vowels for Adonai, or sometimes Elohim, under the letters. Why? To remind people to read the substitute words instead of speaking the true name aloud. This practice is documented in Jewish writings like the Mishnah Berakot 9:5, which says, one should not pronounce the tetragrammaton as it is written. So the vowels you see under YHVH in Masoretic manuscripts don't belong to the name itself. They're a code to avoid saying the name. European scholars found these Hebrew texts and mixed the letters YHWH with the vowels for Adonai. That's how they got the hybrid form, Jehovah. Here's how it happened. The Hebrew letter Yod Y became J in Latin and German. The Hebrew Yuau, V, often written war, became V in Latin and sometimes W in Germanic languages.
Very tricky.
That's why names like Jehovah appeared in Latin texts like those of Petrus Galatinus in the 1500s and eventually in English Bibles. But here's the truth. Jehovah never existed as a Hebrew word or pronunciation. It's a hybrid creation. Now let's talk about Yahweh. In the 19th and 20th centuries, scholars tried to reconstruct the original name based on Greek writings, which record versions like Yao, Yahweh, or Yahweh, Hebrew grammar patterns. From these clues, many scholars proposed the pronunciation Yahweh. It's definitely closer than Jehovah, but there's still a problem. No ancient manuscript spells the name as Yahweh with vowels.
That's true.
The ending way is debated because many Hebrew names preserve Yahu, not Yahweh. Let's look at those names for evidence. Names like Yahudah, Yahvidh, meaning praise Yahu, Yahud Sadak, Yav TSDK, Yahu is righteous, Yahu Natan, Yahvan Tien, Yahu has given. These names preserve the sound Yahu perfectly. This evidence is why many researchers, like Gerard Gertou and Keith Johnson, argue the name was closer to Yahuah. Writing it as Yahuah does 2 things. It preserves the letters YHUH. It restores the sound found in Hebrew names tied to his covenant people. The name Yahuah means he who exists, or the eternal one, connecting back to Exodus 3:15, where Yahuah says, this is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations.
Thank you.
Let's summarize. YHWH is the ancient consonants.
Exactly.
Jehovah is a man-made hybrid mixing the letters YHWH with the vowels of Adonai. Yahweh is a scholarly guess based on Greek writings, but still debated. Yahuah restores both the spelling and the sound, based on Hebrew names and ancient clues. And remember, the variations exist because the name was hidden for centuries. Yet prophecy said, for from the rising of the sun even unto the going down of the same, my name shall be great among the nations. Malachi 1:11. The remnant is awakening. and Yahuah's true name is being remembered once more. Like, follow and share for more truth.
Thanks for the message. Follow for more. Yada Yahuah, the King forever. Bow down before your name. Shalom, shalom, family. All praise to Yahuah. The truth we know set us free. If you know you have not got the true Hebrew Bible that has his true name, Yahuah and Yahusha, you are missing it, Lord. If you are watching from TikTok, dear me, brother, I need the true Hebrew Bible. If you are watching from Facebook, the link of it in the comment section. If you are watching from YouTube, dear me, say, brother, I need the true Hebrew Bible. I tell you the truth. Get your spiritual item now where there is time. You can see what is going on into the world. Very soon you cannot order all this item. Get the true Hebrew Bible, the King James 1611. When King James translate the Bible, there was no letter J that proved Jesus being his name. Jesus is not the name of our Savior. Yahusha is the name. Yahuah is the name. Follow for more. Shalom, family.